Hello students. Today we will discuss some examples on polynomial. For example, if the polynomial 6x4 plus 8x cube plus 17x square plus 21x plus 7 is divided by another polynomial 3x square plus 4x plus 1, the remainder comes out to be ax plus b. Find the value of a and b. Right? So this is the question. Now if we divide this polynomial with the polynomial 3x square plus 4x plus 1, we will get remainder 1x plus 2, because this division you know already. So make sure whenever you have to divide two polynomial, first of all arrange them from the degree higher to lower, same divisor also, and then divide, you will get remainder. Now on dividing we got remainder 1x plus 2, and in the question they were saying remainder comes out to be ax plus b. How this is possible? That they are saying remainder is ax plus b and I got remainder 1x plus 2. So guys, this is only possible if the remainder given to us and the remainder we got, if they coincide, means if they are equal. So therefore what we will do, we will equate them. The remainder what is given x plus b should be equal to the remainder we got 1x plus 2. Now on comparing we get coefficient of x should be equal to coefficient of x on right hand side, and the constant term on left hand side should be equal to the constant term on right hand side. So that means what we got? We got a equal to 1 and b equal to 2. Right? Now one question for you. If x cube minus 6x square plus 6x plus k is completely divisible by x minus 3, then find the value of k. Now do it. What do you think? Okay. Now here this polynomial is completely divisible by x minus 3. What does that means? If you divide by using long division method, you will get some remainder here, because here is k. You will get some remainder here. So you have to equate that remainder with ax plus b? No, not with ax plus b, because in the previous case ax plus b was given, but here you have to compare it with 0. Why 0? Because it is completely divisible by x minus 3. If a polynomial is completely divisible by another polynomial, that means remainder is 0. Right? Now next example we have given, find all the zeros of the polynomial 9x4 minus 6x cube minus 35x square plus 24x minus 4 if two of its zeros are 2 and minus 2. Since x equal to 2 and x equal to minus 2 are the zeros, therefore x minus 2 and x plus 2, if I multiply these two factors, I am getting x square minus 4 is the factor of px, is the factor of given polynomial. Now divide the given polynomial by this factor x square minus 4, I will get another factor of the given polynomial. Right? Let's understand this using one example. Here I have a number 385. If I will find out the factors of this 385 by using factor 3, I'm getting these factors. Can you find other factors using this? Well, yes, you can find out. If you multiply 7 into 5, you will get 35. Will that 35 will be the factor of 385? Yes, of course. If you multiply 35 with 11, you will get 385. You can also find out another factor. For example, 11 fives are 55. So that 55 will also a factor of 385, right? So the same way, I have some factors here. If I will divide this polynomial with the factor, I will get another factor of that polynomial. So I can write down the given polynomial in this form: x square minus 4 times 9x square minus 6x plus 1, right? As I can write down 385, this is 5 times 77, or you can say 7 5s are 35, 35 times 11, or you can say 55 times 7. So same way I wrote the factors of this polynomial. Now because I got two factors already from here, so I will get two more factors from this polynomial, right? So how I will get two more factors? As you know, this is a quadratic equation now, so I will find out two factors using splitting middle term. So 9 is the product, minus 6 is the number which I will get, plus and minus. So minus 3 and minus 3 are the two numbers. So rearrange them and solve them, you will get the two factors. And here the two factors are same. So that means I got the two more values same. So that means in all, if I have to find out all the zeros of this polynomial, if I have to find all the zeros, so all the zeros are all zeros are 2, minus 2, these two were given, 1 by 3 and 1 by 3. Or you can write down 1 by 3 one times only, because 1 by 3 is same, so no need to write down two times. But yes, because this is a biquadratic equation, degree 4, so maximum it can have 4 zeros, but here in this case we have 3 zeros only because two are identical, right? I hope you understand these examples, and it will help you to solve many more examples given in your exercise. Thank you.